The cost for this surgery overall was
Erica Sager. Oh shit, it's Erica Sager.
Hey guys, it's Erica. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be the third part in this three-part series about my nose. So today I'm going to be answering the questions that I gathered from my Instagram. If you guys didn't know, I also have an Instagram. It's just my name, Erica Sager, and you can follow me anytime. Link is in the bio. And so I asked if you guys had any questions about my nose job, and you did. So two people asked, was it painful? How was the pain afterwards? Pain was almost never more than like a 3 or 4, I think I said, but it was just more uncomfortable, and I don't do well with uncomfortable. It's more just like, at least now, it's tender and it's hard and it's numb, and I hate the feeling of numb, even though numb is no feeling. It's a feeling, you know what I mean? Someone asked how long was the recovery time, like days with the padding. I had a cast on for 7 days, and I did have the splints inside my nose, so they're like little silicone things, I think, and they just help your septum stand upright, and they were very uncomfortable, and that's why I couldn't breathe. But I had that on for 7 days, and then I had taping to control swelling for about 6 days afterwards, and I removed that myself because I had gone back to school at that point. But then I took it off, and I've just been working with de-swelling, aka just living my life because there's not really anything I can do now. Okay, so the question about cost. The cost for this surgery overall was $8,300. So my actual surgeon only charged me, I believe, $6,500, so something around that. And then all the other costs were my consult fee, which that was still him, but the surgery facility fees, the anesthesia fees, you gotta pay everyone involved. Someone said, can you eat whatever right after nose surgery? You can't. You can't really taste anything while you have the splints in your nose, and it was really sad because it was Thanksgiving. Someone asked, is it hard to clean it? No, it's not hard, but it's like, I have to spend, when I did it, I would have to spend like a full 5 or 6 minutes just like cleaning and redressing my nose, but I mean, it was worth it. Someone said, how many days do you really need to rest? I like straight up rested for I think 2 days straight, and then at the end of the second day I went to the beach and I watched sunset with my sister, and that was a nice little outing. I needed to leave the house, and then it was Thanksgiving, and so I obviously had to be like up to a couple things. So I did my, I'm like, let me bring my bling out. So I had the turkey trot, which I've never missed. Even when my mom was pregnant with me, I was there. So I've never missed it, so I didn't want to miss it just because, you know, a little surgery. So I went to that with a huge cast on my face. And I walked like 2-3 miles, which is extremely heavily advised against. Someone said, what was the worst part? It was awful sleeping, because I'm a stomach sleeper, and I'm back to sleeping on my stomach. I don't really know if I should be because it's only 3 weeks post-op, but yeah. Someone said, did you get the splints in your nose? Because those are how, well, yeah, they are, and I did have them because I don't know if I mentioned, but I also got a septoplasty, so it was like a rhinoplasty, osteotomy. I'm not sure all the names. Osteotomy means like they cut the bone, so I'm pretty sure they like had to cut a piece off of my nose. Not graphic at all. So the splints were necessary to keep my airways open, but again, I didn't have this surgery because I had breathing problems. I mean, I do. I have really bad asthma, and this is gonna help it, but I've always wanted it for cosmetic purposes. I'm not gonna front and say I had a deviated septum, even though I did. Someone said, how much time did it take you to research the right surgeon? So to find a surgeon, I just used the internet, but I actually used like Yelp, Doc Finder, all these like doctor review websites I looked at, and I got like a list of all the plastic surgeons, and I looked at ratings, and I looked at qualifications, and I saw really, really, really good reviews for the surgeon that I got. There, come in. Okay, way back. What were we talking about? Oh, I wanted someone with like a lot of experience, and his credentials were amazing, and he was double board certified with ear, nose, and throat. I just felt better knowing that he had more background and expertise in the nose. And I knew my mom wouldn't drive to Miami with me to get this done, so I knew I had to stay close to home. And yeah, someone said, were you scared that you might not like the results or want to go back to your old nose? Yeah, I was like, wow, like what if I miss my old nose? Because I'm a really nostalgic person, but I don't miss my old nose at all. And I tried to do that, like when deciding I wanted this, I didn't want to attach like my identity or my religion, as many people do, to my nose. I was especially anxious like right before I got the cast taken off, even though I was like medicated because they told me to come in medicated because it would hurt. And then the last question from Instagram says, how did your family react to this decision? Did they support you or did you get backlash? I got a lot of backlash, but they kind of felt like I was like leaving the tribe, or like that it would be different. And guess what? Now they all want nose jobs. My mom was a little harder to convince. I made like a 25 slide PowerPoint on why she should support me through this decision, explaining that I would pay for everything. So all I was asking for was her support. And at the end, she goes, I don't support you, but... So that's all the ones from Instagram. Now let me go to my comment section. Someone asked for advice on how to not be scared of anesthesia. Honestly, like I can't really make you feel all that much better. I wasn't too worried because I checked that the anesthesiologist was like MD board certified. It wasn't just a nurse anesthesiologist. My mom was really particular about that, so I obliged as well. I wasn't mad too. And just knowing that everyone was extremely accredited and the anesthesia was non-narcotic, which was a bonus. But just feeling confident with your surgeon choice, I think, can help settle your nerves a lot. So, someone asked if I could quickly explain what it's like getting put down for surgery, not getting put down. They gave me an IV with fluids and something to calm my nerves. I don't know what it was. And like 2 minutes later, I was like, like I just remember being rolled in there, realizing how big the room was and being like, oh shit, and then I was gone. So I'm gonna quickly run through my surgery day and just elaborate on anything I don't feel like I touched on in my last video. Woke up early to take my meds, so I wasn't drinking water too close to my surgery time. I got there, I signed consents and I signed receipts because I had paid over the phone. I got taken back, signed some more papers. There were a lot of papers. I took off my necklace, all my jewelry. They taped my cartilage piercing. It wasn't a big deal, but I did have to take out my nose piercing that was in my nose previously. They made me take a pregnancy test. I was like, listen, there's no way. And they're like, you still gotta. And so, yeah. I took some pain medicine. I got dressed in my gown and socks. And then they put leg compression things on me. I met my anesthesiologist. He asked about my family's previous surgeries. He had to stick me with the IV twice because I have really tiny veins. And then he started, it was a saline drip. So I met with my surgeon. He signed some papers and talked with me and reassured me of everything he was gonna do and everything like that. I said goodbye to my mom. Then they put the anesthesia in my IV, rolled me back. It was big, and there were way more people in the room than I expected. I don't know what I expected. I haven't seen Grey's Anatomy in a while. They were able to do everything pretty quickly. Normally it's about a 2.5 hour surgery, and mine was about 2 hours. So, and he afterwards came in and talked to me and told me he was able to do everything he wanted to do, and that really made me feel good. I'm gonna tell you guys some pro tips. First of all, get yourself a pill separator, like one of those ones that typically older people use, but you can use them for all your vitamins, because trust me, you're going to be taking a lot of medicine around the clock and you just want to make sure that you're on your... I got one and it saved my life. If you're going to be like sitting on your couch all day for the first couple days after, you should get a cooler, because you're going to be icing your face a lot as well. So keep a cooler to keep all your ice packs cold so you don't have to keep getting up every like 15-20 minutes. I wanted to touch on some things I didn't feel like were addressed in a lot of other videos I watched. Maybe it was just me, but my teeth hurt a little bit afterwards because your septum is also attached somehow to like the roof of your mouth and like I believe these 4 teeth. So it hurt a little bit. Sometimes they're taking like 30 pills plus a day, I'm pretty sure. So it's a lot, just something to know. The lack of taste lasted for the entire week for me, which I said sucked because it was Thanksgiving. And then I had like no appetite for the whole week as well. Also, if you're going to be having any dental work, get that done before your surgery because you're not supposed to go to the dentist for at least, some people say 2 months. I went today after it only being 3 weeks and they just did a cleaning, like no x-rays or exam. But yeah, just something to note if that's applicable. I'm going to give you guys it's been 3 weeks, so like a 3-week post-op update. We're going to do a little bit of this. Here's my front view. 3/4 view. Side profile. Left 3/4. Left profile. Also, something I wanted to mention is, not like it's a big deal at all, but your Face ID isn't gonna work for an entire week. And also, I happened to be running into a lot of my Jewish community around this time, and it was actually comical how many people came up to me and told me that they had one too, and I just felt so supported, like honestly. But with all that information, I'm going to end this video. So I hope you guys have gotten something out of this. I think I had some pretty good tips. So again, don't forget to check out my social media, my Instagram. You can DM me any other questions you have. My DMs are always open. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. It really helps me out. Turn on post notifications if you're even more real. But yeah, thanks for watching. Bye guys.